Hello students, from the previous lecture we have started the topic of locomotion in protozoa, and in last lecture we studied about locomotion with help of pseudopodium in amoeba, and today we are going to study about the next locomotory organelle in protozoans, that is cilia. And in today's topic our reference species is going to be Paramecium chordatum, which is commonly called as slipper organism due to its shape. Paramecium, it belongs to the kingdom Protista, phylum Protozoa, and its class is Ciliata. Paramecium is a freshwater, solitary, microscopic organism with a length of approximately 0.1 to 0.3 millimeter. As far as its morphology is concerned, Paramecium is somewhat cylindrical or slipper shaped organism with well demarcated anterior and the posterior ends, as well as well demarcated dorsal and the ventral surfaces also. The outermost membrane of Paramecium is termed as pellicle, which consists of the outer plasma membrane, and beneath the plasma membrane is present layer of numerous closely fitted hexagonal depressions. The individual depressions are called as alveoli, and their layer is termed as the alveolar membrane. Beneath the pellicle is present its cytoplasm, which is further divided into outer thin layer of ectoplasm and inner more abundant endoplasm. Most of the parts of the Paramecium, they are present in the endoplasm itself, which include this large sized polyploid macronucleus and the small sized diploid micronucleus. Paramecium, it has two contractile vacuole, one is present at the anterior position and other at the posterior position. In the endoplasm are also present numerous food vacuoles, and apart from that all the organelles like mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, they are also present in the endoplasm. Apart from all these structures, in the ectoplasm is present numerous small bottle shaped organelles which are called as trichocysts. They are present in the ectoplasm. Trichocysts, they help the Paramecium in defense against predator and as well as in attachment to some substratum. Next is that on the ventral surface of Paramecium is present a oblique depression which is termed as peristome or oral groove, and this peristome then it leads into its food passage. We can say that this Paramecium, it has a permanent food passage unlike what we observed in amoeba. अमीबा में जैसे कि हमने देखा था कि फूड वैक्यूल जो है वो बॉडी सरफेस पर कहीं भी बन सकते हैं, पर पैरामिशियम के केस में ऐसा नहीं है. पैरामिशियम को जब भी कोई फूड पार्टिकल को इंजेस्ट या इंटेक करना होता है तो इट विल ऑलवेज अकर थ्रू दिस फूड पैसेज, एंड फूड वैक्यूल्स दे आर फॉर्म्ड एट द एंड ऑफ द food passage. So we can say that Paramecium's this food passage, it is comparable to the alimentary canal of the higher organisms. And then the next is that the entire body of Paramecium is covered by numerous fine cilia, which are further of two types. One which are present in the food passage, they are termed as oral cilia, and other which are present on the general body surface, they are referred as body cilia or the somatic cilia. The somatic cilia or the body cilia present at the posterior most end of the body, they are comparatively longer and they are referred as caudal tuft. Cilia on the body, they are present in form of longitudinal rows which run from anterior towards the posterior end of the body. These longitudinal rows, they are straight on the dorsal surface but they are slightly oblique on the ventral surface. And now if we take a look at detailed arrangement of the cilia, here we can see that in this one, in each alveolar this pellicular alveoli, from the center of it arises one cilium, and in turn each cilium it originates from a small granule like structure termed as kinetosome or basal body which is present in the ectoplasm. Then from each kinetosome arises a very fine fiber which is termed as kinetodesmal fibril, and then these kinetodesmal fibril, they join similar fibers which are present in the same row to form a sort of bundle, and this bundle is termed as kinetodesma. So this one kinetodesma with its associated kinetosomes and cilia, collectively they all are referred as one kinete, and all the kinetes present in paramecium's body, they are referred as the kinete system, and it is this kinete system which is thought to control and coordinate the beating of the cilia. And then next comes our main topic, which is locomotion in paramecium with help of cilia, which can be of two types, swimming and creeping, out of which swimming is the primary mode of locomotion, which can occur at a speed of approximately 1 to 2 millimeter per second. There is another important thing about swimming, that paramecium, it can swim in both forward as well as in the backward direction as well. While swimming, the beating of cilia, it occur in two phases. The first phase is the effective or the power stroke, and second is the recovery stroke. During the effective stroke, the cilia, they move from forward to the backward direction. So in this diagram, say for example, this is the direction to which पैरामीशियम इट इज़ मूविंग, तो ये जो सीलिया होंगे वो उससे अपोजिट डायरेक्शन की तरफ वो बीट करेंगे. ये जो डायग्राम है, इट इज़ डिपिक्टिंग द पोजीशन ऑफ वन सीलियम एट डिफरेंट टाइम्स. सो यहाँ पे हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि एट द स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द इफेक्टिव स्ट्रोक, द सीलिया दे बिकम स्ट्रेट एंड स्टिफ, and then they beat backward with the force, and while beating backward they push the water backward also. इसको हम लोग कंपेयर कर सकते हैं कि जब हम स्विमिंग करते हैं तो जो काम हमारे आर्म्स करते हैं, सेम वही फंक्शन यहाँ पर जो है ये सीलिया भी परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं. सो इन केस ऑफ पैरामीशियम ऑल्सो, लाइक आवर आर्म्स ड्यूरिंग स्विमिंग, these small numerous or these thousands of cilia, after becoming straight and stiff, they push the water backward, and which results in propulsion of the organism in the forward direction. And then second is the recovery stroke, during which the cilia, they come back to their original or to the forward position. So in the recovery stroke, first of all, the stiffness of the cilia is lost, and the cilia, they become soft, or a sort of limp arises in the cilia, and now the cilia, they move in the forward position softly, due to which they offer minimum resistance to the water. जिसका मतलब है कि जब ये cilia पीछे से आगे की तरफ को मूव करेंगे तो वो अपने साथ कम से कम पानी को आगे की तरफ को पुश करेंगे. तो जब ये रिकवरी स्ट्रोक एंड होगा, दिस लास्ट पोजीशन ऑफ द रिकवरी स्ट्रोक, नाउ इट बिकम्स द फर्स्ट पोजीशन ऑफ द पावर स्ट्रोक. मीन जैसे ही रिकवरी स्ट्रोक खत्म होगा तो नेक्स्ट पावर स्ट्रोक इट स्टार्ट्स. तो अ साइक्लिक रिदम इज मेंटेन्ड, मीन्स आफ्टर ईच effective is a recovery stroke, and after recovery is a power stroke, it follows. And then next is that during swimming, the cilia in paramecia, they beat in a characteristic manner. The cilia of one longitudinal row, they do not beat simultaneously, rather each cilium, it beats a little advance to the one anterior to it in the line, and such beating of cilia is termed as metachronous beating or metachronous rhythm. इस डायग्राम में अगर हम देखें, दिस डायग्राम में डिपिक्ट्स द पोजीशन ऑफ ऑल द cilia present in single longitudinal row at the same time. ऑल्दो यहाँ पे मैंने इसको ऐसा ट्रांसवर्सली ड्रॉ किया है, बट दिस लाइन इट रिप्रेजेंट्स अ लॉन्गिट्यूडनल रो रनिंग फ्रॉम द एंटीरियर टुवर्ड्स द पोस्टीरियर एंड. तो इस लाइन में फॉर एग्जांपल इस लॉन्गिट्यूडनल रो में देर आर 25 to 30 सीलिया दे आर प्रेजेंट. तो ये सारे के सारे जो सीलिया होंगे वो साइमल्टेनियसली बीट वो नहीं करेंगे, मीन्स वो एक टाइम पर एक पोजीशन पर नहीं होंगे, रादर दे आर प्रेजेंट एट द डिफरेंट पोजीशंस. देयर इज़ वन मोर थिंग दैट the cilia of a transverse row, they beat simultaneously, means एक transverse row, एक जो ये सामने वाली rows के cilia होंगे वो सारे एक साथ beat करेंगे, due to which on the whole body of the paramecium sort of waves they appear during swimming, and these waves, they can be compared to the waves in the ocean or to the Mexican waves. The Mexican waves, about which few of you must have heard, which are created by the spectators sitting in the stadium while they cheer for their teams. And then the next is the three type of movements which are shown by paramecium during swimming, out of which first is a forward movement, जिसके बारे में अभी हमने करा कि पैरामीशियम में सीलिया जो है वो पीछे की तरफ को वाटर को पुश करेंगे, जिसकी वजह से ऑर्गेनिज्म इट मूव्स फॉरवर्ड. देन सेकंड इज द एक्सियल रोटेशन और गायरेशन, विच मीन्स दैट व्हाइल मूविंग फॉरवर्ड पैरामीशियम इट ऑल्सो रोटेट्स ऑन इट्स ओन एक्सिस, वो अपने एक्सिस पर भी रोटेशन करेगा. एंड इट हैपन्स बिकॉज द बॉडी सीलिया during the backward power stroke they do not beat straight, rather they beat slight obliquely, and which results in this axial rotation. And then the next is turning or swerving of the anterior end of the paramecium, and again it happens due to the fact that the cilia or the oral cilia present in the oral groove or the peristome, they beat comparatively पावरफुली इन कंपैरिजन टू द रेस्ट ऑफ द बॉडी सीलिया. तो जिसका मतलब है कि ये जो ओरल ग्रूव के ये सीलिया जो है ज़्यादा पावरफुली बीट करेंगे, जिसकी वजह से ये अपोजिट डायरेक्शन से कंपैरेटिवली ज़्यादा पानी अपने तरफ को ड्रॉ करेंगे, विच अल्टीमेटली रिजल्ट्स इन कि ये जो पैरामीशियम का इंटीरियर एंड है ये कॉन्टीन्यूसली थोड़ा ये इस अपोजिट डायरेक्शन की तरफ को ये टर्न या टिल्ट होता रहेगा. तो इफ़ वी सी दिस थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ मूवमेंट्स, एक साथ अगर हम इन तीनों तरह के मूवमेंट्स को देखें, फॉर एग्जांपल दिस पैरामीशियम दिस टाइम इट्स वेंट्रल सरफेस इज फेसिंग अपवर्ड, और इसका ये जो ओरल ग्रूव या इसका पेरिस्टोम है इट इज़ टुवर्ड्स द लेफ्ट साइड. तो जैसे कि अभी हमने करा ओरल ग्रूव के सीलिया ज़्यादा पावरफुली बीट करेंगे, जिसकी वजह से ऑर्गेनिज्म कॉन्टीन्यूसली जो है वो राइट तरफ को टिल्ट होता रहेगा, मीन्स राइट तरफ को ये मूव करेगा. पर क्योंकि साथ साथ पैरामीशियम इज ऑल्सो अंडरगोइंग एक्सियल रोटेशन, तो 180 डिग्री टर्न करने के बाद जब इसका वेंट्रल सरफेस जो है वो नीचे की तरफ को होगा और डॉर्सल सरफेस नाउ इट फेसेस अपवर्ड, और उसके साथ ही क्या होगा कि नाउ दिस ओरल ग्रूव इज़ ऑन द राइट साइड, नीचे की तरफ को ओरल ग्रूव राइट तरफ को ये आ जाएगा. तो अब दिस ऑर्गेनिज्म इंटीरियर एंड नाउ इट इज़ टर्निंग टुवर्ड्स द लेफ्ट साइड, और इसके साथ साथ दिस ऑर्गेनिज्म इज़ ऑल्सो मूविंग फॉरवर्ड. तो एक बार ये राइट तरफ को टर्न करेगा, एक बार ये लेफ्ट तरफ को टर्न करेगा, और साथ साथ ये सामने की तरफ को फॉरवर्ड भी इट इज़ मूविंग. तो अल्टीमेटली पैरामीशियम इट फॉलोज अ स्पाइरल पाथ. पैरामीशियम जो है ये स्पाइरल, तो मीन्स पैरामीशियम while swimming it follows a spiral path, and this path of swimming of paramecium it can be compared to the simple spring which you all must have seen. So then next is the other type of locomotion in paramecium, which is creeping, which again occurs with help of cilia, and during this cilia they act as small legs, and paramecium it can creep or glide over the solid substratum. Another thing which we have to do in this topic is the ultrastructure of cilia, but this we are skipping for now, and this we will study in the next lecture when we will take up the topic of flagellar locomotion, as the ultrastructure of both cilium and flagellum is same. And the last thing which we have to do in this topic is the functions of cilia. So apart from acting as a locomotory organelle, cilia they also help in feeding, especially the oral cilia, by capturing the food particles. Cilia they also act as tactile sensory organs, means they are sensitive for touch, and cilia they also help during the conjugation, which is a mode of sexual reproduction in case of paramecium, as the cilia they secrete a sticky substance which keeps the individuals held together during conjugation. So that is all about the locomotion with the help of cilia in case of paramecium. I hope you understood well what I taught you, and so thank you so much.